Hello boys and girls, children of all ages, and welcome to the I am casually eating a dairy milk chocolate whilst I'm commentating the American Grand Prix. Today, we're back after a small break, but we get to see backwards helicopters in this race, so it's all fun in the end. What happened last race? Who won? I don't remember who won the race last race. It was a car. I know why, it's Coulthard. Coulthard won the last race. Oh, I know why. Bloody 7-second overcut. Not that much out of the loop. I'm probably just really like chocolate drunk in a moment because I've just eaten a whole bar of dairy milk chocolate. But you know, the rings and roundabouts and whatever monarchy that proverb comes along with. Where are we? We're Indianapolis. Fucking racing in the past, right? It's a dramatic racing in the past. Can't wait for another dramatic race. The backwards helicopters, the most talented pilots in the world. Forget about the 20 cars that are about to go around Indianapolis. No, the backwards helicopter man is the most talented pilot in all of existence. As you can see, I'm babbling on a little bit because qualifying got a little bit boring. 10 minutes to go. Only realistically, Hackett can fix. Oh no, he's not going anywhere. So, Vizcalla's on pole. Button second. Bertie third. Montoya fourth. De La Rosa fifth. Hill sixth. Filesi seventh. Schumacher 8th, Hackett 9th, Coulthard 10th, Raikkonen 11th, Webber 12th, Schumacher 13th, Coulthard 14th, Irvine 15th, Alonso 16th, Frentzen 17th, Young 18th, 19th, Barrichello 20th is Torres as it is a very, very dry race here in America. The United States of America. That plane is on its tail end, but still in the air. See, I told you, America is full of wondrous things. As the sound of 20 F1 cars goes down the brickyard. No! That looks like very good stuff for Montoya. Button is in the lead. He's ahead of Fisichella. Montoya's about to go into second place ahead of Fisichella. Fisichella's on the poor start. He's down to third. As we go through the first chicane here in the infield section now. Button leads, Montoya second, Fisichella third, Bertie fourth, Hill in fifth, De La Rosa sixth, Schumacher seventh. It's a lazy eighth, Hackett ninth, Raikkonen 10th, 11th Heidfeld, 12th Webber, 13th Schumacher, 14th Coulthard, 15th Young, 16th Irvine, 17th Frentzen, 18th Takagi, 19th Alonso, 20th Barrichello. I got all that down! Yes! I have not lost my touch! We are on our first lap though, so it's all downhill from here. So, Button under pressure for Montoya at the moment. Montoya looks like to go down the inside. That's turn 5. This is a snaily section of track. Down the back straight towards the bunch of hairpins. Button under pressure from Montoya. Montoya has left the door open for Fisichella. Fisichella can't take advantage of that. Montoya still in second place. First place Buttons. Third place Fisichella. Round towards the pitch straight. Flat now. Round the banking. Easily flat. The 11-degree banking Montoya is visibly quicker. He's going 320 kilometers an hour. He's visibly quicker than Burton at the moment. Can he send on down the inside down to turn 1? Yes, he can. Can he make the position? Yes, he can. Montoya takes the lead of the American Grand Prix. I don't think I've said Montoya leads since season 3. Button's in second. Fisichella third. Fisichella third place. Fourth place, Bertie. Fifth place, Hill. They are your top 5. Eighth place, Lazy's under pressure from Mika Hakkinen. Everyone's pretty much under pressure from Mika Hakkinen. Ralf Schumacher 12th. Webber 13th. Young 16th, Frentzen 17th. And Barrichello is in last. Button down the inside of Montoya. Montoya trying to keep it open, is close the door. 20th place is Rubens Barrichello. Montoya still takes hold of the lead here for the American Grand Prix. Down the back straight they go, the top 8, 7, 8, all peels away. Button look down the inside of Montoya. These two have not battled since season 3. Montoya holding on to the lead for now. Still a long way to go in this race. But at the moment, for the record, Montoya leads. Round down to the final corner, turn 13. Down. Because you get a third, but a fourth. There's Bertie. Hill is still in 5th place. Not much overtaking happening at the moment here in Indianapolis, apart from in the lead. There might be a few overtakes happening around back, but we don't know because the cameraman only likes looking at the front. Then again, he doesn't love looking at the front. Anyway, Hill 5th, De La Rosa is in 6th. De La Rosa had a very quiet race in France. He was nowhere near the pace. Down the Snelly section, De La Rosa 6th. Michael Schumacher is in 7th. And in 8th place is Mika Hakkinen. Hakkinen, who got 4th, 5th in France? I don't remember. All I remember is 10 cars crashed out, including both of the arrows. Raikkonen 9th for the Sauber. Raikkonen had to brake a little bit. That's going to give him, actually not going to give you a huge advantage to the Lazy, because the Lazy is 3 seconds back from the rest of this. We are on board with Kimi Raikkonen, 120.8, the fastest lap of the race. The two Finns doing battle at the moment. Nick Heidfeld has just overtaken a Lazy. We missed that because the cameraman's too busy looking at the bloody front. Heidfeld 9th, a Lazy 10th. Heidfeld 10th, a Lazy 11th. Oh my god, I've lost it. Schumacher's 12th. He is now the next person to overtake a Lazy. There's the German Season 2 champion. Webber behind in 13th. Sauber, I learned, leading the title in the constructors. Not gonna lie, I didn't really expect that. Jaguar down in 15th, Young 16th, Frentzen 17th. Young is incredibly heavy. Frentzen 17th, Takagi 18th, Alonso 19th, and Barrichello 20th. All these 5 cars are actually right next to each other on track. It's amazing how Barrichello's actually by people. Top 7 all on the same picture. But still trying to have a go at Montoya, but still cannot make an overtake stick. Down through to the snaily inside section. Down towards the group of hairpins. But around the outside of Montoya, they're not going to overtake around the outside. Down round towards the oval section of the track. Ferrari already in the pits. There's a Hakkinen that's got smoke. No, Raikkonen's out. Raikkonen out of the American Grand Prix. He was looking very strong and racy against Hakkinen. But Raikkonen out. Schumacher's in the pits. That looks like a Jaguar ready to go into the pits. Down the end of the pit lane, Ferrari. Frentzen about to go past. Young, all the rest of them. Frentzen had just overtaken Young. He's now pulling away significantly from Young. Away he goes. He is now the last of the drivers. So Ferrari are the bottom 2 drivers. Montoya leads from the Jordan of Jenson Button. Montoya going through the snaky section. The group of hairpins are already on lap 7. Montoya's pulled away slightly from Button, but that is a very short amount of time, like 5 tenths. I can read. De La Rosa 6th. He is going to dive right into the pits. There goes De La Rosa into the pits. For the first time of, I would assume, 2 stops. Everyone goes past the start finish straight. That was Frentzen, Young, Alonso, Takagi. De La Rosa has to now be behind all those cars. This is going to be a nightmare day for him, I reckon. Oh, that's smoke coming from the back of one of the BARs. I think that is Heidfeld. There's absolute carnage going on around here. What on earth is happening here? Loads of battling happening. That was Webber, and that's blown. That's blown. Heidfeld is blown. Irvine crashes into the back of him. Montoya goes into the pits. It's all kicking off at the moment. There's loads of overtaking happening there. I didn't even catch what was happening. Heidfeld out. Here comes the pretty much the rest of the field. Montoya away. That's a very quick stop. Irvine goes. I think Hill's gone into the pits as well, looking at the time difference. Is he going to be in front of Frentzen? Frentzen's coming down. There's Frentzen. He's ahead of Frentzen. So he's in front of the rest of the field. Hill is going to be side by side with Minardi. No, he isn't. Hill sluts in behind of Minardi. And it's going to be a quiet evening now for Damon Hill. Jenson Button now takes over the race lead from Juan Pablo Montoya. Fisichella directly behind in second. Third place is a BAR. That will be Luciano Berti. But now it looks like a lot of the cars are ready to go into the pits. Button not ready to go into the pits. He's gone out for staying out for one more lap. Braking heavily. Going down the pits. It's a race between BAR and Renault. Renault are away. They look like they've put the same amount of fuel in. And away they go. That is side by side with a Toyota. That is Montoya. Fisichella ahead of Montoya now. Montoya 8th, 39th. Alonso 10th, Frentzen 11th. Hill 12th. Jordan ready, Button's ready to go into the pits now. He's finally had enough of this. He is into the pits. Which one would assume Webber will then take over the race lead. Nope, because they're ready to go into the pits. So are Arrows. So Ralf Schumacher's into the pits as well. Button in the pits. He is the one of the first garages. The change of all 4 tyres. That is a lazy taking the race lead. Sauber goes into the pits. There is the Arrows. And away he goes, accelerating now through the gears. He's well ahead of Giancarlo Fisichella. Button, net leader now, 4th place though in the race, Irvine ahead. Through the first. First Alesi. Alesi. That is Hakkinen behind. No, it's not Hakkinen behind, it's Coulthard behind. Coulthard behind Alesi. Into the pits, both of the, oh no, it's Coulthard going into the pits. Alesi's not in the pits. Alesi stays out for one more lap. They are the first car to go into the pits. It's a very short pit stop for Coulthard. And away he goes. He is behind Michael Schumacher, down in 15th place. Michael Schumacher 14th. Pedro De La Rosa 13th. 12th Barrichello. A lot of these cars have not made a pit stop yet. 11th Takagi, 10th Young. Hill has only just overtaken the Minardis. Frentzen down the road, 4 seconds. 1 lap 12 out of 26. There is 14 laps to go. This is an absolute minefield of cars down here. Alonso 7th. It's all headed by Jenson Button, Bertie 6th. 5th Montoya. Lazy still in the lead. Irvine 2nd. 3rd would be Jenson Button. For how much longer? Fisichella's got a fantastic toe on him. Is he going to send one on the inside like Montoya has? He was overtaken like this last time. Fisichella down the inside, and he is ahead of Jenson Button. Schumacher's 14th, Coulthard 15th. 16th is Webber, 17th Hakkinen, 18th Ralf Schumacher. He is last of the cars left on track, Ralf Schumacher. 34 seconds behind a Lazy. Such a slow corner this corner is. Raikkonen out. Heidfeld out. This is Coulthard. Michael Schumacher's 14th place. Pedro de Reyes 13th. 12th is Barrichello. Still drivers left to make a pit stop here. The scream of the V10s going down the banked circuit. Seventh Frenson. Montoya 5th, Button 4th, Fisichella 3rd, Renault ready in the pits. That's for Jean Lazy. Lazy braking into the pits. Jaguar ready for Irvine as well. They're pitting on lap 14. That's definitely a one stop. Fisichella moves into the lead. Tyres have been changed for the Renault. First gear for the Renault. Fuel hose out, away he goes. 12.6 second pit stop. That's his pit stop over and done with. Eleventh is David Coulthard. Michael Schumacher 10th place. De La Rosa 9th. That is just outside of the points. Young 8th. Hill 7th. Alonso 6th. Still yet to make a pit stop. Frenson 5th. He's also still yet to make a pit stop. Bertie 4th. Montoya 3rd. Second Button, but in the lead still is Giancarlo Fisichella. The arrows of Frenson racing with these lot despite the fact he's on the one stop and qualified down in 17th place. He's currently in 5th for arrows, but you'd assume he'd be pitting at some point. Loads of cars looking left, looking right. Still no sign of an overtake really. Slipstream effect's not strong enough. Button second. Montoya 3rd. but still can't make an overtake stick. Montoya looked really good for the win. Falling down slightly, but he's still in touching distance. Bertie's in 4th place for BAR. Dicking left, dicking right. Breaking hard for the Snaily boy. We're on board with Frenson. Now I'm on Alonso. Alonso's still yet to make a pit stop as well. Arrow's ready finally to service their car of Frenson. Alonso as well, ready into the pits. Ferrari are ready. That might be for Barrichello. Into the pits. Relatively long pit lane here in America. Alonso well, and Ferrari going down the pit lane as well. There goes Toyota. Out goes the fuel hose. Alonso has jumped Frenson. Out back in 14th place. Irvine's coming though. And he's easily ahead of Irvine, 14th place. Oh, hang on. Irvine's just gone around the outside of him, round turn 1. That's a very opportunistic move and it's made it stick. He's taking some tips from De La Rosa going around the outside of corners. Alonso's 13th. Ralph Schumacher 12th. A lazy 11th. Just in front of the German, sorry. That's Hakkinen in 10th. Webber in 9th. Coulthard 8th. 7th, De La Rosa. De La Rosa's in the pits. De La Rosa dies in the pits. On lap 17, slowing down. 80 kilometers an hour for the Jaguar. David Coulthard with the fastest lap of the race. He's in 7th place at the moment. Ralf Schumacher goes past. There's a huge gap to Alonso in 10th. And you'll also have Frenson right behind as well. Alonso goes past. Irvine goes past. Frenson goes past. Michael Schumacher's the next car on track. He's 5 seconds up the road. He's going to slot in back in 15th place is De La Rosa. This is Fisichella on board with Button, Montoya, Bertie, top 4 at the moment. Renault ready. Toyota ready. So Montoya, Fisichella both entering the pits now. On lap 18, into the pits they go. Jordan ready, that's for Hill. Slowing down to 80 kilometers an hour down the pit lane. Tyres being changed now on the Renault. Away go. He has to wait for Montoya. Montoya out ahead of Fisichella. Montoya away. He's in 9th place. Fisichella's 10th. Schumacher 8th. Alesi's in 7th. He's putting pressure on Hakkinen in 6th. Is Webber in 5th. Hakkinen trying to make the overtake stick on Webber. Nothing happening there. Webber 5th. Becoming a little bit of a blockade at the moment. BAR in the pits. Ready. Loads of cars ready to go into the pits. Jensen Button in the pits. Sauber ready in the pit. Everyone is ready in the pits to service their cars. Busy time in the pit lane at the moment. In goes everyone. And up the pit lane, Bertie has to wait for Button. Button looks like he's going to be in the net lead. That is Hakkinen, a lazy Ralf Schumacher. In fact, Button's not going to be let lead. A lazy's going to be in the let lead because he's made a one stop. There's Montoya behind Bertie. Button's in fourth. Ralf Schumacher third. Second place a lazy, but out in front Mika Hakkinen. We're a lap 20 out of 26. A lazy second. Hakkinen leads the American Grand Prix. I wouldn't have thought, out of all these years I've commentated, I would say Hakkinen is in the lead. Round the right. Down towards the pit straight. Arrows ready in the pit. So Ralf Schumacher not going till the end. He's going to make one final stop. He's in third place at the moment. Down the pit lane. Fisichella. He's got 11 seconds now for Irvine. It's going to be an approximate 7-second pit stop now. There is the rest of the field. Irvine, Alonso, Brenton, Hill, Coulthard, Young, De La Rosa, Schumacher. 15th place for Ralf Schumacher. Going down. Oh, there's an overtake happening down there. Not going to see it though. We're on board with Ralf Schumacher. It was an overtake. Young trying to overtake De La Rosa, or was it De La Rosa overtaking Young? We will never know. Coulthard 11th, Hill 10th, Brenton 9th, Alonso 8th, Irvine 7th. McLaren are ready for Mika Hakkinen. Button's third, a lazy down to first now. Button under pressure from Bertie. Bertie going to send one down the inside. Burton has been so susceptible to the inside pass at turn 1. He's defended it. Finally defended it. Bertie, looking left, looking right. Round. This is third place for Bertie, second place Jensen Button, but out in front at the moment. 4 Renault, Jean Alesi, the French Sicilian for Renault, making a household name for himself in these races. Right, left, the right, left, first corner, second corner. The flat out third corner. Irvine looking to make an overtake on Alonso. Alonso's already overtaken Irvine once, and Alonso's been overtaken. Frentzen 8th, Hill 9th, De La Rosa 10th. In fact, I remember when Irvine overtook Ralf Schumacher on the outside, and now all of a sudden he's up in 7th place. Or was it Frentzen? Oh, I don't remember. It would have been Frentzen, right? Oh no! I don't remember. Webber 15th, Ralf Schumacher 16th. Barrichello 12 seconds back in 17th. And Takagi 18th. 2 retirements in this race, Heidfeld and Raikkonen. Both with blown engines, are lazy. Still out in front, 3 laps to go here. Bertie, is he going to go down the inside of Button? He's had a look, there's a little nudge. Button still in 2nd place. Webber has smoke. That is a catastrophic engine failure for Mark Webber. He is out of the American Grand Prix. He is the 2nd Sauber to retire. Lazy out in front. Bertie's in 2nd. Bertie's in 2nd. Bertie has overtaken Button at some point. We missed the overtake. Bertie up into 2nd. Burton, Bird. Is he going to try something down the inside of Bertie coming towards the penultimate lap? And Lazy will have already started the penultimate lap. He's down the road. You can see the little speck in the distance. That is a Lazy. 321 kilometers an hour. He's just nowhere near Bertie. Keen racing between these two bees. Juan Pablo Montoya. 4th place Montoya. 5th place Fisichella. Trying to wrestle that Toyota around that corner. Tapping on the accelerator pedal. Into the snaily section for the 25th time. Button has a little look, nothing. Fisichella 5th place. Irvine's up to 6th again. He stayed ahead of Alonso at the moment. I know Alonso's overtaken Irvine again. It's all kicking off behind him. We are watching a group of trains. It's kicking off behind. Bertie's in 2nd. Out in front though. John Alesi for Renault. Going round the banking for the 25th time. He's going to start his final lap. Bertie's in 2nd. 3rd Button. He pulls off to the right hand side of the BAR. Fisichella does the same with Montoya. He's back again. He cannot make the overtake. Neither can Fisichella. 3rd place Button. 4th place Montoya. 5th place Fisichella. That's turn 5. Down towards turn 6. Button has touched. Bertie's gets hold of 3rd place. It's turn 8. Down the short straight. Schumacher does the fastest lap at the moment. I'm not entirely sure which Schumacher it is. Turn 9. Actually, that's turn 8. This is turn 9. Turn 10. Not much overtaking can happen there. Down towards turn 11. Alesi's already negotiated it. The long corner down towards turn 12. We're on board with Jean Alesi. Towards turn 13. The final corner. The banked final corner. He has done everything right this race as needed to do. And he has won the American Grand Prix. Bertie finishes in second, Button third, Montoya fourth, Fisichella fifth. Who's going to finish in sixth between Alonso and Webber? Irvine. Irvine finishes in sixth. Alonso seventh, Frenton eighth, Hill ninth, De La Rosa 10th, Coulthard 11th. Michael Schumacher finishes in 13th, Young 14th, Ralph Schumacher 15th. Run towards Barthélemy. Into the pit lane he goes. Park Vermeer for and now we'll wait for everyone else. The winner, Jean Lazy, Bertie finishes in second, Burton third, Montoya fourth, Fisichella fifth, Irvine sixth, Alonso seventh, Frenton eighth. Alonso Bertie, Montoya, Fisichella, Irvine, Alonso, Fiston is your top 8. Don't really need anyone else, everyone else just didn't score, who cares? As we look down, we shall discover who did the fastest lap as well at the end of this. So far Button did a 121 dead. It's another 121 dead for Montoya. 121.2. Pretty sure Raikkonen did a 120 at some point. 121.1. Alonso 121.8. Frenton 121 dead. Hill, that's a 121.4. De La Rosa did a 129. That is the fastest lap so far. Coulthard 127. Hakkinen 121.3. Schumacher with a 125. I think that's the fastest lap. 120.5. 121.8 Young. Schumacher with a 121.8. Takagi with a 123 dead. Barrichello with a 122.8. So Michael Schumacher, the fastest lap on a 120.5. That is the American Grand Prix. So I told you 120.8. Hope you enjoyed it. We shall join you next time for the Canadian Grand Prix. You'll be sorry to miss it. I have to get that joke in. Thank you so much for watching and goodbye.